Welcome everyone to JKeSport F1 2020 Racing. We are here this week in round 13 of 14 in Azerbaijan on the Baku City Circuit. Very fun track to drive, I think. See a little bit of a yellow in the downhill. Getting my maps and everything up now for my information. But we're watching, looks like T-Widow with the AlphaTauri right on his butt. Being Jalen probably, as they look like they're both on flyers. Selma Jacko puts in first lap, and Sparks 138, 139, 140 for Uncle Ben on the first go round. Looks like there's a little Mercurial Gleam goes a 139. We'll stick with T-Widow. Goes P6. Jalen just behind goes P3. T-Widow swerves out of the way. Not sure if he was too happy about getting tailed the whole time, but it's your right being the leading car, as we've got Honesy on wet tires in the pit lane for some reason. But again, this is JKeSport, round 13 of 14 for our top tier. I'm getting some information here on the track circuit. We're on board now watching Impossible Bacon on his flyer. He's coming through sector 2. There's the information I'm looking for. It is a 20 turn circuit, 3.7 miles. 51 lap race, so 50% will be 26 laps. Here's Bacon now through the final little kink that they call a corner. Number 20, flat out to the line. We'll go P7 on his initial lap. Sparks and Uncle Ben and Diego all on a medium first go. Joker sneaks a 138.7 in there on us in the Mercedes. Excuse me. Welcome to all the newbies. There's Jalen. Goes fastest lap. I suppose I should find cars on fast laps instead of just blabbing my face off. So we're on. Let's go on board with Diego. 209 at the line. Puts in a 140.4 on medium tires. Good for P10 at the moment. We'll go ride with Scabney now. Also coming to the line. Looks like Cali Rob just ahead of him. Goes P8. Scabney P4 on his first lap on softs. 139.3. So that's a very good run for Scabney. Less than a second off of Jalen and the Mystic Joker on the front row. So now here's Steinzap. As we got 4 viewers now. Thank you for watching. Get some different camera angles in there for you. Looks like Rogers on an out lap. Probably most everyone else on in laps, it looks like. Scabney just put down a banger, so he's probably going to go on an in lap. Preserve the tires in case that's his lap that goes through. I cannot post the link to the stream, but we are live on the YouTube. We have a Twitter, we have an Instagram. The league is ran through a Discord server. You can find us with ads on Reddit. I believe Scabney says he posts on Codemasters forums occasionally as well. And by word of mouth from our wonderful drivers. Great community here. Trying to find somebody on a lap, but I don't think anyone is right now. We're just about halfway through qualifying. Azerbaijan being a longer circuit, you can get 2 good flyers easily. Maybe not 3. If you hurry, you can get 3. Here's Rogers. He's on a flyer now. Coming into Sector 1, Turn 3. Couple of the 90-degree lefts to start the race. Start the track, start the lap. You knew what I meant. Oh, there the live stream link finally posts. I don't know if Scavney did it or not. But there's Rogers now. Through the castle section. Turn 8, 9, 10, 11. Turn 12 now, a long sweeping left-hander. They call it a couple turns. It's really not, as it looks like Diego or Mercurial Gleam. We'll call him Gleam for the race for short. Through Sector 2. I need to get the stream up, see if everything's sounding okay. Someone let me know. Looks like BA is in the lobby watching the race. Let me know if everything sounds good. There's Rogers now coming to the line, set his lap as we got a few cars out now. On flyers again, Rogers goes pole position. Says take that, 138.3. So now here's Jacko. He is the champion now of Season 3. 2 races to go. He has clinched the title. An outstanding record in the league. Can get that information up as well. We'll watch Jacko's lap though as he comes through the final sector. Couple kinks, couple bends. Through the final little turn. Flat to the floor. Only 190. I wondered, he must have been. Oh, he bounces off a couple walls going into the pit lane. So he just said he didn't like that lap. He aborted. Jalen now on another flyer. As Sparks, Miss Sparks out there, puts in pole position again with a 137. So 137 now the benchmark to be caught. Scavney, thank you for posting the link. I am looking for Tier 1 standings. There we go. Jalen now through into the hard right hand, probably the tightest corner, up into the tightest corner, up the castle turn, uphill, chicane, back to the left. Now you can get back on the throttle full bore, wide open, through the couple corners they call 13, 14 to the hard downhill braking zone. Hit the little curb, brake again, left hand turn 16 till you're pretty much flat out. From there on out, with a huge run down the long pit straight. Here's Jalen now. DRS line opens the wing. Speed increases them few miles per hour. He pushes 209, 210. And runs almost 2 seconds slower than his time, so not sure what happened with that. Sparks, nope, he was on an in lap anyway and was invalidated. So here's Mystic Joker. Joker joining us for an Azerbaijan race tonight. Coming to the line. Believe he's up on his time, maybe enough to take pole back. No, it is not, but it is good for P2, a 138.1 for Mystic Joker. So let's see, Scavney at the very last second decides to go back into the pit lane. As here's Diego now, McLaren driver, coming to the line to start a flying lap at 210 miles per hour. One of the fastest speeds on the F1 calendar you'll see. Again, the longest straight. Beautiful turn 2 there with the hard left. 90 degree. He had his first lap set on medium tires, so he should improve at least a good second. And a 1 second improvement would put him P9, 10 area. Watch his teammate coming to the line to start a lap now, as I believe that's Jalen getting the tow again down the front straight. Possibly starting. He's on his second, third lap on that set of tires, so. But Diego now through the castle section looked very clean. Back on the throttle, up the hill. Hit the crest to the blind apex there. Ooh, looked like a little touch of the wall. Didn't hurt him too bad though. To the hard downhill brake. Back on the gas so fast. I don't know how you guys do it. But there he goes through the final turn. Final hard turn. Turn 16, 17, 18 now. The little last couple bends of the track. Here you see a good angle of some cars going the other way. Between turns 6 and 7 there, but Diego to the line on the softs will go 1.3 seconds faster, so that bumps him all the way up to P8. Looks like Bacon now on a out lap with Jacko behind catching a tow, so it's possibly good teamwork in play there as Jacko to the line now. 209, good for P6. 209 at the line, sorry, a 138.6 on the board. Looks like behind was Sparks to start another flyer. 2.5 minutes to go. This qualifying session's gone by really quickly as that's Mercurial Gleam goes from 10th to 8th in the McLaren. Here's T Widow now. That's to start a flyer, so we'll catch up again with T Widow here momentarily. Guess we'll give you the rundown in the in-between here. There's T Widow crossing the line as Jalen, I believe that was Jalen, possibly Krusty, are going across in the AlphaTauri. Try and catch all the end of these guys' laps as Coxie needs to get out now if he wants to put a lap in. Maybe he's just going to start at the back, but here's Scabney. Oh, he's on an out lap coming to the line. Honesy on medium's going to see if he can get his top 10 time. There's, oh, a yellow flag. It must be Cali Rob. Looked awful slow there. Maybe he's just trying to get out of the way. Lots of out laps going on. Looks like, oh, who's that coming? That's Honesy coming to the line. So we'll go back to Diego. Diego's way up on his time, so that's not going to be a valid lap. We'll check Sparks here. See if he can improve on his 1:37.8 pole position time. It looks like it's going to be close. 37.8. Oh, he runs a 1:38 flat, so he does not improve, but Steinzap behind. Nope, that was Uncle Ben to start flyer that time. Now here's Missed Bacon coming back. Nope, he's in their other sector there. So I'm slipping on my camera work today. Steinzap now to the line, will make the line to start a lap, as does Cali Rob with half a minute to go now. Here comes the Mercedeses, also coming to the line together. Will make it. Will make it to the line. As will Jalen. Who is that? That's not Jalen. Oh, that's Crustier. Okay, that's Crustier T. Did make it to the line. As the checkered flag now out. So this is the final runs. We'll go with Holmesy. We'll be the first to cross the line now that the checkered flags are out. See if he can top Sparks 137.8 as the benchmark. As he bails. He's going to start at the back of the pack. He did not have the lap, so he aborts that lap at the very end. Uncle Ben next now, a couple tenths up on his time. See how much he can improve P8. To the line now. Looks like Sparks will be right behind him. Goes up to P5. Sparks has invalidated. Bacon way off his time, so Steinzap now with a chance. Possible party crusher for the Sparks and Joker on the front row. As looks like Zap and Cali Rob coming to the final straight now. As Rogers retires into the final corner, Steinzap goes P2 to knock Mystic Joker off the front row. But Joker has a chance but was invalidated. So now T-Widow also invalidated. So we're down to the nitty gritty. Krustier T. Looks like he's coming to the final corner now. See if he can bump up from P14. Oh, he goes well deep into the turn 16. So that's not going to help Krustier T. He's just going to retire there. That'll bring an end to qualifying. Sparks F1 taking pole. A good 3 tenths ahead of Steinzap with the late lap. Joker, Jalen, Cali Rob, your top 5. Rogers, Uncle Ben, Bacon, Jacko, Gleam, your top 10. T-Widow, Diego, Scavney, Krustier T, Honesy, and Coxey to round out the field. 16 drivers, Tier 1 today. We'll be back momentarily. Everyone give us a minute, please. Get everyone's strategy set. Get your drink, get your smoke, get your bathroom break. Come back fresh and ready for JKeSport Azerbaijan Grand Prix. So welcome back, everyone. End of the formation lap here. Sparks leads Steinzap and the rest of the pack to the line for the race start. Quick rundown of the points. As I said, El Majacco is the Season 3 champion with 208. Well clear of second place, Sam Barrett with 115. Honesy with 108. Terrible FI with 103. Mark of Kenya 98. Scavney 75. That's your top 6 in points. On the constructor side of things, not quite clinched. Racing Point is leading 279 to 218 over Alfa Romeo. That is a 61 point lead. There's 73 points clear of Ferrari, a close battle for second. Red Bull in fourth, Renault fifth, AlphaTauri, Williams, Haas, McLaren, Mercedes, rounding out the rest of that. As reserve points do not count towards constructors. Some of those points may be pretty low, but we're at the line. We're ready for Sparks. We're ready for Steinzap. We're ready for the start here in Baku. 16 drivers, Tier 1, round 13, Season 3. Here we go. 1 light, 3 lights, 5 lights. No lights, green flag. Short pause on the lights as Sparks gets a great jump. Joker as well on the outside as... Oh, who was that? I forget already. Steinzap spinning. Little bump gets spun out. Looks like Jalen takes over second. Gleam up to third. Rogers in fourth. Bacon side by side. Bacon and Ben. I believe Joker may have gotten involved with Zap and held back at the start to give the position back. But we'll have to wait till the stupid game recycles, as I believe Sparks, Jalen in second, Gleam third, as we're now into the tight second sector. Sparks gets through the castle well. First time through, here we go. We'll see Bacon up to fourth. A great start for Bacon. Uncle Ben. Jacko right on his tail. Got around Rogers, who's fallen back a few spots. Jacko now inside Uncle Ben. Gonna have to outbrake him into the hard downhill. Uncle Ben gets in there. Great turn there. Everyone nice and clean through turn 15, the tough braking zone. Looks like Bacon, Jacko, Rogers here, the tightest battle. Diego catching on, Cali Rob behind. Lots of good racing. Here now onto the straight. Uncle Ben gets a run. Side by side, Bacon. There's Jacko coming too. And oh, the Renault slams on the brakes and let come into the pits, as does Bacon. So I'm not sure if there was damage involved. If they just wanted to get off the soft tires right away. So very interesting what happened there, as Jalen, if this is correct, that's Jalen in the lead, who's, wow, Sparks falling all the way down to 12th. I believe that's wrong again. They're screwing me on the list. Yeah, Sparks definitely in first place still, so maybe with all that little exchange, that puts Jacko up to fourth. I hate this stupid glitch of this game. Guess I never looked to see who was on the harder tires. Holmesy, Cruster T, Coxey, T-Widow, the back of the pack. As Sparks leads Jalen, Gleam, Jacko. Get that off of there. You don't need that on there at the moment. Scavney trailing. I believe he got a little awkward on the first lap, as now we're coming down to complete lap 2. Sparks comes through the final couple of little turns. A little bit spread here for the front couple. Sparks with almost a 3-second advantage already over Jalen, Gleam, Jacko, Rob. They're all spreading out a little bit now. Diego and Zap, though, close battle here. Zap gonna get alongside down the long straight. His DRS is not yet enabled. will be once they cross the line in the next zone between turns 2 and 3. It's a good little run off the corner there. Zap ahead of Diego and T-Widow. In the background there a little bit, Cali Rob. See if he can hold on to... Nope, see it put me on back on board with Jacko. That's alright, we'll get this view of Cali Rob, Zap, Diego. Ooh, little wiggle. That's gonna give Zap the peak that he needed to get the move done on Cali Rob. Diego behind also. I believe the soft tires are falling off very quickly. Cali Rob getting passed now by a couple of medium. Well, Zap's not on the mediums yet, but Diego putting all kinds of pressure from behind on the mediums. As Honesy on hards. Who else? I believe Coxie and Krusty T on hards. May have a alternate strategy nailed as Uncle Ben and Bacon get by Coxie. Hard lock up for Zap down the hill. That place that catches most drivers out here is the castle section in that downhill braking zone into turn 15. So we'll go back toward the back of the pack a little bit. Some racing here between Ben, Bacon, and Rogers. Sounds like a good law firm, Ben, Bacon, and Rogers. It's a little train also from 5th now down to 9th. Going into turn 1, Zap, Rob, Diego. T-Widow caught up behind that. And Honesy making his move. Putting in the pace on the hard tires. He could probably go deep, hard soft, or hard medium, whichever you want to finish on. Good view of the McLaren there. This little 5-car train of... There's a Renault, an Alfa, a McLaren, a Haas, and a Ferrari. Ooh, tight through the castle. Ferrari, Honesy had to slam on the brakes a little bit there. T-Widow a little harder on the brakes than he was expecting, maybe. It's now on the back straight, kinda. Honesy trying to look ahead, can't make a move just yet. We'll see onto the front straight. If any of these guys, looks like they're just outside of DRS range of each other. T-Widow and Honesy are in range, so keep an eye on that. We'll go with Honesy here. In the Ferrari, looks like Diego didn't get a great run. T-Widow gaining on him as well with the DRS. Honesy with a tremendous boost. Will get ahead of T-Widow. T-Widow gonna fight it on the outside though. Good driving there. Fights it off to hold 6th place, so good run there. T-Widow holding off. Cali Rob jumps into the pit lane real quick. Get rid of those soft tires that he was struggling with. So T-Widow with a good hold of Honesy in 6th place at the moment. Lets Diego get away just a little bit, but at the moment it's Sparks putting it down. 8-second advantage over Gleam. Jacko up to 3rd, Zap holding 4th. Diego in 5th now, just at the lead of this little battle. Here's Diego in the McLaren coming through. Ooh. T-Widow keeping decent distance to Diego ahead. Honesy, man, that looked close into the castle there, but he's doing a great job as here comes Mystic Joker now from the back of the field. It's he and Zap. Got into it on the first couple corners there, but Joker making his way. A little lock up there from Jalen. Good view of the AlphaTauri. We'll go check out, though, a little further back, Impossible Bacon, Uncle Ben, and Rogers right behind Ben there. There's Bacon, there's Ben, Rogers in the Mercedes. Oh, and the Renault clips the wall and loses the wing, so that's super unfortunate there for Uncle Ben. We're going to see if he goes for the pit lane. He almost would have to. You know he's going to get DRS boost and go for the pass of Bacon. See that from the view of the Mercedes. Goes way too deep, probably with the wing damage. Well off track. He's going to get passed by Scabney now as well. So a bad turn of events there for Uncle Ben. Not sure if he didn't think the wing damage was going to be that bad, but now Gleam must have had just gotten out of the pits, I believe. It's Bacon side by side with Rogers. Rogers with a great pass there for Bacon. Hard out braking into turn 3. Gleam gets away though, already having pitted, so I believe if he's going to try to press it 20 laps on those hard tires, try to hold the pace at the end, as Jacko has gotten up to second place now around Zap, around Diego. Well, he was already ahead of Diego, but still T. Widow holding off Honesy. Doing a great job holding off Honesy and Mystic Joker. Nice, beautiful view of the Baku City circuit there for a split second. It's Joker and Honesy. Here's a little bit of a good view. Too many shadows, I guess. But I like the helicopter view. It's always fun to see the city circuit of Baku. Beautiful track. One of my favorites. As Zap into the pit lane. Honesy hard on the brakes into the pit lane. Mystic Joker into the pit lane for Mercedes. Beautiful tandem pits there for... Oh no, Jacko leaves the session. Jacko, let me know if you need an invite there. And Sparks now holding a 15-second advantage. Excuse me. Diego T. Widow up to 4th for T. Widow. Check who needs pit stops. Just those top 4, and Coxie in last at the moment, as Jacko's AI now getting passed by Diego and T. Widow. So very unfortunate disconnect. I should send him an invite. We'll do that real quick. Sorry everybody, but gotta get our drivers in there if we can. Except it doesn't show him online, so that is unfortunate. He may have had a complete disconnect. We'll send him the invitation anyway and get back to the racing. As Sparks now a nearly 20-second advantage over Diego and Diego and T. Widow. Jalen in 4th, the first car that has not pitted, or has pitted, excuse me. Sparks into the pit lane. We'll go on board with the Williams, see if his crew can get him out in the lead. So he's gonna go from the red softs to the white hards. It's Diego now coming around. Jalen really the one he needs to worry about. And it's pitted already. Not gonna catch him. None of them are gonna catch him. So Sparks in and out without losing the lead. He's within the second behind of Diego and T. Widow. Or, excuse me, within a second of him. But he's got fresh tires and very good pace, so possibly be able to pull away, as Jalen all over T. Widow now. A couple little lockups. Scavney into the top 10 now in the point positions, as that seems to be the battle there. 7th through 11th all in a tight little pack here, all on different strategies now, as Honesy ditched the white tires to go for some fast-paced laps. As I believe that's Coxie around in sector 1. But no, that's Crustier T. spun out in turn one, or out of turn one. Gets it back on the road and going. But Diego T. Widow here still need to pit. Jalen in fourth. As Jacko's AI is falling down the order. And it looks like Steinzap, kind of the cork in the bottle, as they say, is, oh no, Honesy. Look like got a little squirrely. Lots of racing going on here behind Steinzap. There's Rogers, Honesy, Gleam, Scavney, Bacon, Callie Robb not too far behind. Joker just behind all that. And Jacko's AI falling all the way to 13th with the disconnect, unfortunately. Jacko now back after losing 10 positions plus. Jalen goes inside, gets the move done, so goes around Diego, and he got around T. Widow. I missed on the last lap. Jalen releases up to himself to chase down Sparks for the lead and the win as Uncle Ben retires. Not sure if that was... No, he is in the pit lane. He just decided against it, as Jacko now in the pit lane, throwing on some hardcore tires. Hard tires. Hard compound is what I meant to say. Diego and T. Widow fighting it out still. As, oh, there is the first penalty of the weekend. Gleam in 8th place with a 3-second penalty for extending those track limits. T. Widow all over the back. Look, Zap still the cork in the bottle. Honesy trying to get around. Trying to force him into a mistake into the downhill. As there's a huge lockup and a Rogers with a half dive bomb, and now takes almost a complete dive bomb into Honesy. So unfortunate there. Honesy, bad luck, screwed by Rogers, kind of bumped him out. We're going to see. Rogers did take penalty for that. Probably a collision penalty. That looked pretty dang bad, and Honesy will be forced to go into the pit lane. Sure, he won't be too happy about that. Last week's winner, Honesy, I believe. My memory is terrible. And Honesy gets a speeding penalty and will retire in the pit lane. So very unfortunate, as does Krustier T, but that is on track. And that is ahead of all these guys. Steinzap, we're going to see. We're down to 13 runners now. Yellow flag. There's Krustier. He did go off the track, so there shouldn't be a safety car. As there, it's cleared already, so no safety car, no VSC. It's Diego, Rogers, or excuse me, Diego ahead, good margin ahead of Steinzap, who's a little ahead of Rogers now with Gleam that we're on board watching. Gleam here and Callie Robb just behind. Are in the DRS zones. Bacon, Mystic Joker, Scavney and Jacko, Coxey a little bit behind. As we're nearing the halfway point. Diego with the DRS peeks inside of T. Widow into turn one. Nice side by side there. T. Widow again holds him off. He likes that outside line for the defense. It works well. But now the DRS will open again. Not enough to make the move. Oh, he does stick the nose. Oh, and it bumps T. Widow just a touch wide. I think he got through with no damage. They both did. So Diego thought at the last second to peek, and it didn't work. Now through lap 11. Sector 2. Good race here for 6th through 10th. The final points positions at the moment. You never know what could happen. Everything always happens very quickly in Formula One racing. It's Cali Robb there. A tiny bit of a corner cut, maybe, to get around Gleam up the hill through the castle section. Looks like a car a little bit ghosting out there as we're stacked up now. Cali Robb, Rogers, Gleam, Joker. Looks like Jacko can't get back into the lobbies. Cali Robb. Hard break, big stack up. We're 6 cars deep now through turn 15 into 16. It's just behind. This may not end well. There's a Renault, a Racing Point, McLaren. Big fight going on here. Oh, and a big smash to McLaren. That's Gleam and the Renault. And that'll be a safety car, at least a virtual. As, oh, that might be Jacko. No, that had to be what just happened. There's debris all over the thing. Caught on the stream even. Zapping Gleam. Big contact at the beginning of the beginning of the longest straight. Just a little wiggle. Send them into the wall. VSC. Cali Robb and Zap. And Gleam, the 2 cars that came together. Cali Robb got into the pit lane. Maybe got a little advantage there. Get the sneaky pit stop in and out. Scavney. Cali Robb out of the pit lane. Scavney did get by on the pit stop. But he's got fresh mediums to go for the rest of the race, as the green flag is now back out. DRS enabled. Cali Robb all over Scavney. Gonna try to take over 8th place as we're gonna go back up. Rogers, Joker in the Mercedes. Bacon just behind. 5th, 6th, 7th. Diego doing a great job in 4th. T. Widow do a great job in 3rd. Believe they still need to pit. We'll check that out real quick. Yep, them 2 and Coxie at the back. T. Widow, Diego needing to stop. As Rogers doing a good job holding off Joker's. Bacon seeing if he can get around. Joker, one of the quicker guys on circuit. DRS range now for Bacon. Gets open. Catches up just that little bit. Not enough just yet, though, because they are tracking down Rogers for 5th. We'll stick with that little fight. Joker, Bacon. There's Rogers up ahead. Miss Holmesy now leaves the session. Looks like Joker catching up to Rogers pretty well. Bacon not letting them out of striking distance. Sparks just smooth out front, 3 seconds ahead. T. Widow 10 seconds behind that. Great job for his podium so far, halfway through the race just about now. It's Bacon, Joker, trying to get around Rogers for 5th place. Cali Robb closing in, seeing if he can get around Scavney now. Here at the end of his outlap, he's going to get the DRS down the long straight as they go through 16, 17, 18, 19, the last little 20 they call it. He's already got a good run. Now we'll get the wing open. And that always screws me on the camera when I want to look at the guy. But Cali Rob gets around Scabney into turn one as Bacon now into the pit lane. Must have had some damage to go into the pits. He did not require his pit stop. Maybe just wanted new tires for the long haul. Final 12, 13 laps. This Scabney hanging on to Cali Rob with some DRS. Joker trying to pass his teammate for 5th place. We'll go take a peek at the leader. Give Spark some love for his great effort thus far. Now on lap 15 with a 3+ second lead. Just all smooth for the Williams driver, who has had wins taken away 2 weeks in a row by penalty time. As T-Widow now into the pit lane finally for the Haas team. Gonna sacrifice his 3rd place to... Looks like he'll come out in 6th. Cali Rob, Scabney may get a run. As Cali Rob just put in the fastest lap. T-Widow comes out decently ahead though, with much fresher tires, so Steinzat put in fastest lap behind that. T-Widow out in 6th place. Good run for Haas. Keep it up, fellas. Mystic now half a second behind his teammate. See if he can get the move done. Now into the castle section. So smooth through there. Both Mercedes. Just not enough room for Joker to get around Rogers. You see some blue flags being waved there. Looks like that is Gleam. No, that's probably Diego. So not sure what the blue flags. Coxie's there. Was passing Diego. As Diego now into the pit lane is Joker. Mystic Joker gets around Rogers. Gets the move done. Mercedes teammates working together. Diego gonna come out. T-Widow makes the undercut work big time. Diego's gonna fall well behind a few more cars. Just now coming out of the pit lane in traffic is Diego's in front of Bacon. Let's hope he gets there. They get through there clean. All right, good job getting out of the pit lane cleanly. Diego, Bacon, Zap in that little fight now as Scabney and Cali Rob still battling. It's been a good 4 or 5 lap fight since Rob got around Scabney. Scabney picked up some penalty time along the way there. Rogers hanging on to the Joker. Nice little fishtail caught there for Rogers. Maybe pressing a little bit, trying to get back some time. Needs to take the podium. Which is unfortunate when it's this tight on this kind of track. Rogers, Scabney, and Gleam all with penalty time to serve. See if Zap can get around Bacon here. They're on to the final straight, pit straight. Gets the DRS now. Probably can hardly see that, but he gets the inside lane. Gets the move, both flashing at the line with their ERS on the overtake button, fully drained for the lap. But he's well around now. Gets the, oh, it looks like he had a little bit of ERS boost there out of the corner. Zap around the bacon. Scavney and Rob still close. Rogers still about a second behind his teammate with 10 laps to go. That's the closest on track still, Scavney and Rob, Bacon and Zap. It's an unfortunate disconnect for Jacko, but he has already clinched the championship. He can afford no point races. I know he likes to keep his record clean. He does have a tremendous average finish in JKeSport. There's some blue flags being shown. Ghosting is on for blue flag purposes. It's Coxey getting lapped by his teammate Scavney. Albon-esque. We're in the little lull now where there's 9 to go. Pretty spread out. Scavney. Diego pumps in fastest lap for McLaren after his pit stop late to go onto the soft tires, so that could definitely earn him another point. Scavney again with DRS. Just him and Kelly Robb are so equally matched on the pace around this track. They've been fighting for many laps. Here comes Diego though on those fresh softs. Let's see if he can get around a few cars before they're gone, before the softs just wear out. This track is a little bit tough on your tires just because it's such a long lap. They don't last super long. Now into the castle again. There's Scavney, there's Diego. Zap just a little bit behind. Not quite into the... well, here you just saw him come into the picture. Ooh, and Gleam gets it going, but a spin. Not even into the castle turn. Oh, and there he hits the wall. Gleam. Wing damage big time now, so he's definitely going to have to go into the pit lane. As Rogers now into the pit lane with damage as well. No damage, just a tire change. 7 laps to go. 8 laps to go, excuse me. No, 7 laps to go. Nope, 8 laps to go. Zap and Rogers. Haha, Zap and Rogers. Nice. Computer, look it up, kids. Anyway, Rogers with his DRS open. A little bit of aggressive move, but gets the push with the soft tires. It's just hard, aggressive driving. Pretty cleanly done. Zap with no defense on the fresh softs. I believe Rogers will be able to full push. Not worry about the tire fall off too much with just 8 to go. As ooh, Scavney nips the wall in the castle section. Believe he got clean with no damage. There's Gleam now in 11th in the pit lane. Just out of the pit lane ahead of Jacko. As Sparks actually coming to lap those cars here. Coxey already lapped. Jacko and Gleam on the straight just ahead of Sparks here. That's Jalen. Jalen gonna pit for fresh softs. So he's gonna go for it. Joker comes around. Jalen out right in front of Joker with fresh tires, so the free pit stop for the AlphaTauri team. Jalen gonna take advantage. As Sparks now, I believe, has caught that traffic right through the castle section. That's Scabney now into the pit lane as well. So it's late pit stops all around. Scabney has really nothing to lose, going for 10th place to get another point. Why not? Sparks has caught the racing point of El Majaco. Jalen and Joker now through the castle section. T-Widow in 4th, still holding off Cali Rob and Diego. Rogers on the freshest tires now, making way up to Diego. Gonna try to get 6th place back. Steinzap, Bacon, and Scabney gonna round out the point scorers as of right now. Rogers gonna get the DRS here. See if he can get a run off the final corner anyway. He does. And then they hit the DRS line. He hits the button to open the wing. Gets the move made. Rogers into 6th, and that was the fastest lap of the race, a 1:41. Diego gonna see if he can take advantage. Excuse me. Diego gonna see if he can hold on to Rogers and get around Cali Rob, as no VSC now. As who's then Bacon into the pit lane. I'm not sure what this VSC is for. Is it possibly Jacko's AI? Looks like Jacko's bouncing all over the track. I'm not sure if he got back in or not. I believe that's his AI. Oh no, Bacon catches a drive-through coming out of the pit lane. It's VSC over. Sparks with a huge lead on Jalen. Jalen clear of Joker by 3 seconds. T-Widow in 4th. Cali Rob 5th. Trying to hang on for 5th as Rogers now with the late stop, fresher tires. Cali Rob holding them off, so as we've got another yellow flag. I believe that's Bacon. It's Jacko in the pit lane again. They come around, start lap 22. So Rogers gets inside into turn 1. Cali Rob gonna let him go. See if he can fight it back. As Scabney gets around Bacon at the back of the pack there. Fighting for 9th and 10th here, the final couple points. It's Bacon. Hits the DRS line. Scabney. Looks like they're both going to go into the pit lane. So not sure what's going on with that, but Scabney and Bacon go into the pit lane again. So Sparks 25 seconds clear. Team Williams just telling them hold on, 4 more laps. As, oh no, a full course safety car. As Mercurial Gleam fooled with 2 laps to go. A full course safety car. Mercurial Gleam in the turn 3 runoff area, DNFs, and they throw a full course safety car. So this game, very interesting, as Joker now, T-Widow, Cali Rob, everybody gonna go into the pit lane for the final run. Get those fresh soft tires, as it's gonna be a 2-lap sprint. Zap, Rob, Bacon, everybody in there in the pit lane now. T-Widow in and out. Holds on to 5th place. Cali Rob 6th. Zap 7th. Diego 8th. So we'll figure we're on lap 23 now. By the time the pack catches up, it'll be lap 24. So this may just be a 1-lap race. Unless they throw the quick run back. Safety car is waiting. So we'll see, as Gleam now DNFing with 3 to go. Excuse me, 4 to go. Lap 23. But I believe there's Sparks now into the pit lane. Jalen. See if Jalen's going to come in, or if he's going to chance the track position. The Sparks may get out ahead of Jalen no matter what. As I believe, is that Scavney getting to unlap himself? Scavney, Bacon, Sparks. Jalen does not pit, so Sparks does stay ahead. And that is Scavney. And Coxey unlapping themselves. I believe Coxey was 2 laps down, so that's alright. Jacko gonna be 1 lap down, Coxey 2 laps down. That's what it looks like now. Scavney will get to catch up to the back of the pack with fresh-ish tires. We'll see who's got what tires on. Everybody's got fresh softs now. 0 lap, 1 lap. Rogers and Scavney hardest hit by the penalty time with 1 to go. Possibly 2 to go on the restart. No one needs to pit anymore. Highest movers. T-Widow up 6 spots. Zap down 5. Get all that crap out of the way. We don't need any of that in the way. But now we got a race again. JK always seems to end up with a tight battle at the end. Tier 1, always exciting. Always incredible racing here. Sparks, Jalen, Joker, Rogers, T-Widow, Cali Rob, all great pace. Zap, Diego, Bacon, Scavney, anybody can win. Jacko disqualified for ignoring a yellow flag, apparently. And there he pulls off. Not sure. And oh, and safety car in this lap. So that's a short safety car, and it's gonna hose half the field that has not caught up yet. So Sparks knows and has the map up. He should just go as soon as he can. Just to keep the gap. I mean, he might try to back Jalen up just a touch. Jalen, Joker, Rogers, the only ones really close enough to take advantage. And Sparks now I'm gonna have to hit the brakes and make sure the safety car gets all the way in, as just 2 to go when they cross the line. As there it is, the line. So now 2 to go, green flag. Sparks, Jalen, Rogers and Joker side by side in the Mercedes through turn 1. Now into turn 2. Rogers holding on to 3rd for now. There will be no DRS on these final 2 laps, so it's all just on pace and merit. You got to get out of the corner better than the guy ahead of you. Sparks, Jalen, Rogers, Joker. Top 4 fight. T-Widow hanging on to the back of this as well. ready and willing to take advantage of any mistakes. I think that's what's going to do it. Spark's been flawless so far. Jalen with a very impressive run up to second with the... No, everybody pitted. I would say I don't think it mattered. Everybody pitted and got back out on the softs. But Sparks is walking away again. Looks like his day here in Baku. As, oh no, toward the very end, Cali Robb taking penalty time. Could be very costly. As it stands, Rogers would lose a podium on his penalty time and a couple more positions to boot. So with just half a lap, a little bit more than a lap to go, Sparks coming to the line, got a 2-second gap on that first lap after the safety car. Rogers Joker coming. Sparks gets fastest lap of the race yet to boot. As there now a white flag, 1 lap to go. Rogers holding off Joker best he can. Penalty time will take effect though, as that's why T. Widow there behind wants to stay as close as he can. Pick up P4 on time. Cali Robb behind, Zap, Diego, Bacon, Scavney in 10th at the moment. There's Rogers holding off Joker. That's the fight. Jalen half a second up on Rogers. Joker, Widow behind. Second, third, fourth, fifth. There's a little bit of a tap look maybe from Rogers trying to get any kind of move he can here on the final time through the castle section. T. Widow's hanging on. Jalen doing a great job holding for second. As there's a yellow flag toward the back of the grid. Looks like Diego or Bacon, one of the two. The final time into the final downhill. Hard braking section. Jalen holds them off. As now we're on to the final pit straight. Sparks coming to the line. Gonna take his win on merit. No penalty, no question. Sparks F1's day here in Azerbaijan. Baku Grand Prix winner. There he is across the line. We'll hurry and look. Jalen takes second place. Rogers third. Joker fourth. T-Widow fifth, but Rogers does fall to fifth on the penalties. Cali Robb ends up sixth. Just enough ahead of Zap to hold that penalty time. Diego 8th. Bacon is in 9th. Scavney will finish 10th. Coxey in 11th. 1 lap down. So another great race. Sparks with a masterclass. Don't believe he ever lost the lead. Jalen with a wonderful run. Joker, T. Widow with a great run for Haas. Up 7 spots, so a great run there. As, oh, a yellow flag. I think Bacon smashed his car across the line. So here comes Scavney. Goes reverse. He's gonna be a goofball. Do a donut for his point. Why not? We got a minute to wait for Coxey anyway. There, Scavney crosses the line. Alright, good job for 10th place. I give it to T. Widow. Who do they give it to? They give it to T. Widow as well. Good run for the Haas driver. So again, that's round 13 of 14. Join us next week for the final race of Season 3. That final race is in Mexico. Yes, Mexico. I knew that. I knew that. Well, there it is. Sparks gets the fastest lap along with his win. Jalen second. Mystic Joker third. T-Widow fourth. Rogers fifth. Kelly Robb sixth. Steinzap seventh. Diego eighth. Bacon ninth. Scavney 10th. Coxey 11th. Jacko 12th. Gleam 13th. Honesy 14th. Crustier T 15th. And Uncle Ben in 16th. Another wonderful race. Another great time here at JKeSport. Like I said, find us Twitter, Reddit, YouTube, Discord. We're around. You can get a hold of us. Always looking for more drivers, more stewards, more commentators, more help, more racing. For JKeSport, I am Spaceman 47 Yo. Thank you for watching. Good night.